In this brief overview, we'll talk about phones, printers, communication tools, Office 365, network drives, and technology resources that we have available to us. IT at SAM has guides for our phones if you need them, but I'll give you a couple of basics. Dial 8 to get an outside line. For example, if you want to call 1-800-111-1111, you would dial 1-800-111-1111. If you're dialing an on-campus number, you can just dial the 5-digit extension. For example, 44067. All of the on-campus numbers will start with that 4 because they're short for 294. We can listen to voicemail on our phones, and we also receive emails containing the audio files. You can set a custom voicemail greeting if you would like. We have 2 network printers in our office suite. Please use the black and white printer ADM 202-2 for documents where color is not necessary. This printer also functions as a copier, scanner, and fax machine. You can use it to scan a document and email it to yourself as well. The color printer is located next to the student assistant desk. This printer is called ADM 202-1. Please only use this printer if color is necessary, as the ink is more expensive and we try to be economical. If you use the last of the paper on either printer, please reload it. There are reams of paper in the hallway by ADM 202-2 and in the supply closet. Look in the resources folder of this module for instructions on how to add a network printer. We use Outlook for our email. You can use the desktop application, and if you are at home or somewhere without access to the app, you can use the webmail version found on the SHSU website. Zoom can be used for instant messaging and for video calls. We use Zoom for all scheduled meetings. Jabber can be used for instant messaging as well. If you install the Jabber app on your cell phone, you can receive work calls on your cell phone. MS Teams can be used for instant messaging, collaboration, and file sharing. We currently use Teams for enrollment management reports, but our office primarily uses Zoom for communication. I'm going to show you just a couple of quick tips about using the calendar in Microsoft Outlook. So to access the calendar, click the calendar icon down here at the bottom, and now you can see my calendar on the left and the IE calendar on the right. Just quickly, if you didn't have access to the IE calendar yet, you could right-click My Calendars, Add Calendar, open Shared Calendar, type the name of the calendar, in this case IE calendar, and click OK. That would add the calendar to your available calendars. And at any time you can just click to view only one calendar at a time or multiple calendars. Now, I just wanted to talk about scheduling a meeting. I can right-click anywhere in my calendar. If I wanted to schedule an appointment just for my own personal viewing, I could select New Appointment. If I want to schedule a meeting request with someone, I will click New Meeting Request. So now I have my meeting box, but what I want to show you is the Scheduling Assistant. So I'm going to click here at the top, Scheduling Assistant. So this shows me myself and the meetings that I have. What I want to do is think about all the people I want to add to my meeting, add them here. So I'm going to click here where it says Add a Name Here. I'm going to select Christina. If I want to add another person, I can click the row underneath. If the person doesn't pop up, you can type last name and then first name and hit enter. They will show up there. So here I'm going to add Donna as well. So as we can see, each line shows the calendar. So my calendar, then Christina's, and then Donna's. So we want to look for a time when we're all available. And it looks like here we're not all available any of these times. So I'm going to scroll to the right, and now we found Monday, September 28th, we have a couple of areas that look free. So say I want to schedule something at 9 a.m. I can click here. If I want to expand it for an hour, I can just click and drag and expand it from 9 to 10. You can see it changes up here as well. And so now that I've selected my time for my meeting with myself, Christina, and Donna, I can go back to the top and I can click the meeting button. And I'm going to click here in the title, and you would just put your meeting subject there. And then you could then select the location. You could type a message here and say why you're meeting and all of that kind of thing. But the other thing that I wanted to show you is that you can now schedule a Zoom meeting from here. At the top, it's really convenient where it says Zoom, just click the schedule a meeting. If you're not logged in, it would have popped up a window for you to log in. I'm already logged in, so I get this. You can leave it where it says generate automatically. You can leave that there. This will generate a random password. You can choose whether the video is on for the host and the participants when the meeting begins. You can just leave the audio settings as is. That will allow people to call in on their phone or use their computer audio. And then what you want to do is click the Advanced Options button and make sure that you've enabled the waiting room. That allows people to join your meeting and be in a waiting room before you get there. That's just another security feature. You can select all of the options that you want and then just hit continue. The Zoom meeting will be scheduled, and then you can change this text in here if you need to. Once you have everything all situated, you can click the send button and your meeting will be scheduled. As a staff member, you have access to Office 365. This means that you can access Microsoft applications online, and you can also download them on your home PC. Look in the resources folder of this module for a quick demo. Let's talk briefly about network drives. The T drive is a shared drive. The folders you see when you open the T drive are just the ones that you have access to. Our department uses the IR folder to store our work. You'll learn more about the contents of the T drive as you continue your training. The S drive is your profile. Any files you save there will follow you when you log in from other network computers. Browse the resources folder in this module for the network printer instructions, a brief Office 365 demo, instructions on connecting to your desktop remotely, and other IT at SAM tutorials. If you have any questions about technology, send anyone in the office a message or an email, and we will be happy to help. If we can't, we can direct you to IT at SAM.